Be seated. Working Supreme Knight Carl Anderson, my brother Archbishop Angel Galileo, Supreme Director Alan Tan and other Supreme Officers, our state deputies of the 3 jurisdictions, especially the Chairperson, Brother Arsenio Yap, Brother Priests, Casey Papi Chairman, former Chief Justice Hilario Davide, Casey Papi President, Brother Guillermo Hernandez, worthy past state deputies, brother knights and friends. As it was mentioned by Brother Boy, the theme of our convention, so that the world may know new hope, was inspired by the theme of the 129th Supreme Convention in Denver, Colorado, USA last August. It is based on the encyclical of Pope Benedict XVI, Spe Salvi, where he articulates the close link between faith and hope. The Pope says that hope is a key word in biblical faith, so much so that at times the words faith and hope seem interchangeable. Our hope is not based on human assurance or promises, which can fail, but our hope is based on the fulfillment of promises made by a God who is faithful, one who has shown his love since creation in various ways throughout the history of mankind, and in his tongue through his Son, whom he appointed the heir of all things, through whom also he created the world. During the Easter season, we celebrate Christ's paschal mystery, his passion, death, and resurrection. His resurrection is his victory, his triumph. In him we have hope, we have life, we have salvation, we are blessed. We are reminded that nothing can overcome or defeat the power of God's love. God is hurt whenever we stray, whenever we turn our back from him, whenever we sin. And yet, his love is greater than the hurt we can cause. He promised to be there for us no matter what happens. He always comes to our rescue when we fall, to restore us, to recreate us, and to transform us, that we may reflect the image and likeness he shared with us in creating us. As we experience the darkness of materialism, indifference, lack of commitment, breakdown of the very foundations of social life, the twisted belief of what we call relative morality, disregard for the sacredness of human life, lack of social security and government assistance in terms of social services. The Knights of Columbus serve as a light that guides, inspires, and empowers people to have new hope in their life. It makes a big difference when we unite and work for an important cause. As it was mentioned, Brother Boy, last March, we had the biggest gathering in our 4th annual Walk for Life, where we proclaim boldly what we believe, the sacredness of life from the womb to the tomb. I know for a fact that one of our brother knights, I'm sure he doesn't want his name to be mentioned, but you might know him, he's before you right now, who is a justice in the Court of Appeals, could have been promoted to a higher position in the Supreme Court. He was qualified, and he was number 1 in the list of promotions. and he was the only one whose record was not taken. But because of his pro-life stand, another candidate was chosen. We know that God will always remember our brother Miles and his commitment to life, and he will be the one to reward him. We thank the Supreme Council for their untiring and unfailing generous support in our advocacy for life. We are the only country aside from the Vatican State where divorce and abortion have not been approved. Those of our lawmakers have been pushing the reproductive health bill, which is a death bill, naming it different names. We continue our advocacy for family and life. And this has been made possible because of our united effort. We are happy that for the meantime, the members of the lower house and the upper house have stopped discussing the RH bill temporarily. But I'm sure that those who sponsor and favor this anti-life bill will resurrect this bill again. Let us remain vigilant as we have done for some years. Let us continue to convince our lawmakers about the importance of respecting life, educating our people about the evil of abortion, divorce, lack of respect for the giver of life and his will, and promote values that will strengthen family and human life. As we celebrate this weekend, 49th World Day of Prayer for Vocations, we thank God for the generous support of our order to help indigent seminarians and priests to pursue their studies here because of the financial support extended to them by the order. To date, we have supported 158 priests and seminarians, including 44 seminarians at present. And about 5 to 6 of these priests are now bishops. In a way, by helping in the formation and education of seminarians, the Knights of Columbus help supply the church with the grace she needs to serve her faithful. Please continue also to pray for our sanctification and firm commitment of our bishops and priests. Our KC Papi has always been supportive of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, like the Supreme Council. I was the CBCP treasurer for the past 12 years. I asked for a change last November, so we have a new treasurer since December 1 of last year. And during my term, many of our projects have been supported both by, especially by the Supreme Council and our local council. To mention a few, the roofing of the CTCP main building, we receive about $30,000 from the Supreme Council. For 8 years, we're receiving about $40,000 for the advocacy for women. And then we also receive seed money for the hospitalization of priests. And this morning, we blessed the multimedia studio, which was furnished and renovated through the support of the Supreme Council. And, a couple of years, the KC Papi made a big donation aside from their other donations of 10 million pesos, a seed of hope to be invested for the expenses of the CBCP Secretariat. Thank you for giving us hope and some kind of security, especially in times when I could not figure out where to get the money. We needed to sustain our CBCP secretary and our needs. The availability and readiness of the order of our knights, brother knights, to do different acts of charity, as it was mentioned, reported by Brother Boy, to assist people in time of calamity, disaster, and other needs is commendable. Indeed, unity and fraternity are experienced in an intense manner, giving peace and hope to people. The presence of the 43 knights in their full regalia during important occasions and different celebrations, either in parochial or trans-parochial setting, makes them our celebrations more meaningful, solemn, and dignified. Thank you, Brother Knights, for your full commitment to the mission of the Church in filling the world with a Christian spirit and Christian values through your witness, especially your witness to charity and your faithfulness to the teachings of the Church. In a world where consumerism and materialism are the main concern of many people, in a world where many people are indifferent to the needs of others, we are always called to live differently. Your care, concern for the young, who are the hope of our country, and they comprise the majority of our population, will, in due time, produce responsible citizens and mature Christians. Again, a million thanks to all. More power to the Knights of Columbus. Viva Jesus!